So I noticed that ragi is a bit constipating and drying to me. Adding ghee wasn't sufficient to counter it, but I need to take it regularly for some health reason. Someone mentioned that some jaggery is mixed into the muddy generally to help. Is this true?
See, definitely, Ragi is a Ruksha and Shita Dravya. Definitely, it's going to cause a constipation. Even sometimes, some people will develop diarrhea while consuming a ragi because it contains comparatively rich quantity of fibers, which cannot be easily digestible in many gut. So based on these parameters, if you observe, definitely it will be constipating. And to overcome the constipation, ghee is the special material or the right kind of material it should be added to that. Second thing to add you can into that is the the milk. So you can take the ragi in the form of milkshake. So ragi malt, something like that, which will not be constipating. And for your nature, if it is causing a constipation and drying type of thing, then you need to introduce ragi into your system step by step, slowly by adopting in a small quantities. You should not simply increase the dosage to shifting from the one to rice. Like, for example, if you are a regular consumer of rice and you suddenly shift to ragi or some jowar, then definitely there will be some problems. We need to understand this. Step by step, you can increase it. And of course, to mixing with the ragi to in order to avoid its shita guna as well as rukshata, ghee is the first one. Second one is dugda, the milk.
Yeah, given that millets should not be taken on a daily basis, but I need to get the ragi for its health benefit on a daily basis because probably it is recommended. How many times, especially the ragi, is reasonable to be used because it's also considered as a millet. So ragi also falls into the general rules of all other millets that it should not be used on a daily basis, sir.
No, see, it's very typically thing is if you are a wheat based person, your regular staple food is a wheat, then altering from the wheat to any other thing will definitely will cause you some trouble. Similarly, a person one who is habituated for rice, if shifts to ragi, then also there will be problem. So it is our basic the way we learned and we developed or we grown up by using these food products. And ragi is very familiar and accustomed to the people in particular part of the country. And saying about in Karnataka, in southern part of the Karnataka, it is a very popular and very commonly used. It doesn't mean that it should suit you also anywhere else. So when you are told that this is a good type of millet, you can use it on a daily basis. Yes, definitely it can be used on a daily basis. Ragi or the millet. This millet particularly is not so harsh and dry compared to other millets or kodo millet or something like that. Comparatively, those things are still drier and it's better. You can have this ragi in a step-by-step manner. Introduce a ragi powder into the milk in the form of the milkshake, something like that. Then you can go for the ragi balls lately with a small quantity, and then slowly you shift on to that. Then that will be very good. All when we make ragi mudde or ragi balls, it is understood that it should be done with the water. Usually it will
Right.
be with hot water, but people who want to make it soft, they add milk while producing it or making it, and
Okay.
nobody will have any problem with the desi cow milk. If you are in outside India, somewhere in the US or UK, then you may have this problem with the milk and all those things. Otherwise, in if it is an Indian type of thing, we don't find any problem with the milk as such
Yeah.
population. We don't find it because it's a desi cow and that milk will not be problematic and it won't cause you any allergy. So basic
Right.
thing that you can add if it is found to you, that is milk is the best one. And we also
And
prepare
ghee.
in by using ragi. We use a little bit of jaggery or even the sugar in the form of ragi huri, we call it. That is also been done, and that is comparatively okay. Even that is also eaten along with dugda or milk.